What's going on with, here we go. What's good, everyone? Hi, I'm here. It's Friday. What's up, Bravo and Blaze besties? If you thought Bravo couldn't get any messier, think again. We've got scandals, cash shakeups, crossover chaos, and a whole lot of unhinged moments to unpack. All served with a hot side of pop culture and a puff of cannabis commentary. I have Pineapple Express today. TikTok won't let me watch or show it over there, but that's why we got the podcast. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, and TikTok. But the replay is always available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Jenny Blaze, your chaos conductor, live, loud, and fully caffeinated on Rise Mushroom Coffee. So spark it up, sip it, buckle up, because this Bravo roller coaster has zero chill today. Just as a reminder, this is commentary, not court testimony. All opinions are my own and based on public information. So don't come for me unless I send for you? Thank you. Okay, what else? Before we dive into the drama, the chat is open on YouTube. Drop your hot takes, theories, and shady one-liners as we go. Hold up, let me show the comments on the screen if you're over here watching the visuals on YouTube. Follow at Bravo and Blaze everywhere on TikTok, IG, Twitter, X, Threads, Facebook, you name it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Jenny Blaze and hit the bell so you never miss a messy moment. If you want early access, bonus content, and behind the scenes tea, join the inner circle at patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze. And if you're not on our email list yet, fix that by going to bravoandblaze.com. We've got updates, drops, and exclusive chaos coming. We have a merch moment right now. Our signature Bravo and Blaze lighters are still lighting up lives and timelines. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that on TikTok, but there we go. Let's see what else. Grab yours, your Bravo and Blaze lighter at bravoandblaze.com, and stay tuned. More is on the way. I forgot to skip or show my visuals here. There's our lighter. Sent some more out last week. Yes, this is what I wanted to alert you all about. We have a bonus episode. Don't miss the collaboration with Erika from Bravo T with a stay-at-home mom. We broke down Paige's pajamaGate. I don't know if anyone is aware of that or is picking up on that. But we also talked about Bravocon, the whole ticket process, which, by the way, I think one-day sales are up right now, actually. It's 12:03, so they might be taken, unfortunately. I did a poll. I don't know if I think I put the poll results in today's show, but it's not looking good. Also, this week we did an episode with Bravo While Black. I put the link to these bonus episodes in the show notes, so you can go check those out. If you haven't heard the conversation with Kaya from Bravo While Black, we got into Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We talked about why Demi wasn't at the reunion. I didn't know why Demi wasn't at the reunion, but we talked about it. And I still I have questions. We'll have to watch the reunion whenever that comes out. Like I said, the links are in the show notes. Let's move on to pop culture news. Ugh. There he is. Did he do it? Yes, he did, in my opinion. So last week I talked about our extra live stream that we did to cover Diddy. But I am sorry to everyone if I am disappointing anyone. I just cannot continue to cover the Diddy trial. It's just too dark. It makes me upset. And as I was preparing to do the last one, I was like, no, this is not why I started podcasting. This is not why I like to live stream. I like to do it because it makes me happy. It makes me laugh. And I want to do the same with others. So I don't want to be triggering traumas. I know Bravo does that very frequently, but we can still, I feel like with Bravo, it's not as, I shouldn't even say this. It is dark sometimes, but we try to avoid that as much as possible. So yes, we're going to move on. I'm still tracking everything that's going on with the Diddy trial in my Instagram stories, and I'm documenting it and saving it all in my Instagram story highlights. You could see they're labeled Diddy 1 through, I think we're on the 6th story highlight, or maybe 7, I don't remember. But let's move on to what to watch, because speaking of Diddy, our favorite Diddy troll, 50 Cent, I had no idea about this, but apparently he's the one who produced the Gilgo Beach murders, Unraveling the Truth, which is on Peacock. And we talked about that on one of our live streams. So if you can see our visuals over here on YouTube, the full list of unscripted series that Peacock announced back in May, on May 9th. Gilgo Beach Killer was one of those, and apparently it's out now. So I'm going to try to watch that this weekend. Fingers crossed. What else? Oh, Honestly Cavallari, the headline tour. I talked about, well, we covered the first 2 episodes of her show last week because it was on Bravo. They aired the premiere on Bravo. But it's actually an E production or whatever. So if you want to watch it, you have to like watch it on demand or on E. And I just don't do that frequently. So I haven't gotten there yet, but I know Craig and Austin are going to be on her tour at some point. I don't know what episode, but I'll try to watch that this weekend. Okay, so another one I want to watch on Hulu is Call Her Alex. This is it's a 2-episode documentary. I think it was produced and directed by Alex Cooper herself, but it's about her podcast, Call Her Daddy. I feel like everyone knows Call Her Daddy. I don't listen to Call Her Daddy unless there's like something going on, like related to what we're covering. But I did start watching the first episode of this on Hulu, and I was kind of fascinated already. I only got like 5 minutes in because I just didn't have time. But what I thought was interesting, because I didn't know her background or anything, her father was a like sports television producer. And so she grew up in that environment her whole life. I'm like sitting here thinking, this girl has no media training, no, nothing. I don't know where she came from, but yeah, she has been around this world her whole life. So this like kind of makes sense. And I'm very intrigued to hear her story. Apparently, well, she played soccer, I think, at Boston University. And in this documentary, she mentioned how she was, her coach did something to her. I don't want to misspeak about it, but it was addressed in the documentary. And in the documentary, I guess she said that Boston University never responded. But after this has been released, they have responded. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I'm saving it all at once so I can be like, okay, let me. If it's really good, I'll talk about it next week. Okay. Also on my social media, I posted the trailer for Kiss of the Spider Woman. This movie's not coming out in theaters until October 10th, but I posted the trailer and I felt so strange about it because Jennifer Lopez, you heard that right, Jenny from the block, she is the lead in this movie musical. And I was shocked at the reviews. You could see, if you're looking here at the visuals, there's a official selection 2025 Sundance Film Festival. I wonder if Lisa Barlow knows about this, but there was another review that said it was the best movie musical in years. With J-Lo? I'm shocked, but very intrigued. And I really wasn't sure about this. But I found out that the person who wrote this also wrote The Greatest Showman, which is, I think, my favorite movie musical in years. So it has big shoes to fill. I don't know how this is going to go. Also, the person who directed Dreamgirls also directed Kiss of the Spider Woman. So we'll see. I'll be watching. Again, that comes out October 10th, so we have a while. And I also want to say what's up to Max in the chat, not paid by anyone. Let me know, guys. All right, we're going to move on to the Bravo news. There's a lot. Number one, this cancellation. I think we all kind of saw this coming, or maybe you didn't because you weren't even thinking about this, but I saw this on OMFG reality TV, sold on SLC, canceled after one season, according to a cast member. I don't know who the cast member was. I didn't really look into it too much, but I think it's kind of funny that Brittany Bateman from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was announced as like starting to work for Jennifer Yeo. Is her company called Presidio or something? I don't know. Whatever. That's what the show is about. And I feel like Brittany probably thought she was going to get more screen time because we know she loves screen time. So it's kind of funny that it turned out like this, but whatever. Let's move on. Actually, speaking of Salt Lake City and the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I saw this on Bravo, Brit. After 2 years, Jack Barlow is back from his mission in Colombia. It's been 2 years? WTF. Why do I feel like this franchise just started? I can't believe it. And they already finished filming season 6. But when I saw this post, the first thing I thought of was, oh my God, our old gang is getting back together. Jen Shah's getting out of prison soon too. Not like a mission is prison, but you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, Max said Jen Shah Bravocon. Like, if Jen Shah is at Bravocon, I might lose my mind because I actually saw her at Bravocon 2022 in person. When she crashed, I was sobbing to Chanel Ayan, and I was saved by Jen Shah because she walked in and they started dancing. Oh gosh, I actually talked about that with Kaya from Bravo Well Black. So check out that episode. Okay, speaking of Salt Lake, this just came in kind of like last minute. I wasn't expecting this. I saw this on Bravo Snark side. Allegedly, this looks like a screenshot of DMs, and it says Bronwyn was thrown off the Utah Ballet Board for not paying or honoring her donations. There's a crooked laugh emoji. There's the shocked hands on the face emoji twice. There's been hella stories flying around Salt Lake that Big Daddy Todd, lowercase t, O-D, only one D, isn't paying her bills anymore, and she is stiffing charities. What? I cannot believe this. Bronwyn, Newport, everyone's favorite newbie? Oh my gosh. Let's not forget. When season 5 started, I really was trying to like her. I was like even admitting some of her looks were really cute, not all of them. But then it was, I think, Angie's mob wife anniversary party where I was like, no, I cannot get on board with this woman. She literally texted, I manifested violence while she was texting Todd talking about Brittany, Jared, and Aaron and that whole drama. And I said, I don't care if Rihanna herself loves Bronwyn. In fact, it makes me question Rihanna's judgment a little bit as far as Housewives go. Still love her, but I'm judging hard on this, her liking Bronwyn, because I said the first thing that she started like grabbing onto that I was posting, and don't forget, when I talk about these shows, I don't tag the Bravo Labs, unless I will tag if it's like something really, like I'm praising them for something I love about them, right? Like, I think that's okay to do. And for like, but when I'm just talking to you all, to us, I don't tag them. And I even stopped using her name because sometimes they will search social media, like search the hashtags and their name. I don't like when they do that, by the way. But I said, I don't know what it is. Like, I can't put my finger on it, but I just I have this feeling like she is fraudulent in some way, shape, or form. And I wrote fraud win. And that's when she started coming after me. And since then, we found out, not me, people have been sending me stuff about her since she started coming after me, but like, I don't want anything to do with her. Like, I see her face and I think like I can smell dog poo. I don't care how much couture you have. I don't care how beautiful it is. If it's covered in dog shit, I don't want it. I don't want it near me. Don't come near me. I want none of it. Ugh. Okay, wait. my thought process, because there's too much going on. I wasn't expecting all this, but yeah, I was attacked by this demon and I've been attacked online ever since. And I would like an apology. Apologize to me. All you trolls, you know who you are. Just kidding. I don't care. I know who my real people are. Like Max over here, not paid by anyone. I love you. I love you. Don't say her name other than Fraudwood. Said not paid by anyone. And not paid by anyone said, I think Riri didn't deep dive into her. I know. I need to catch Rihanna up. Max said, I wouldn't be surprised if she stiffs Siriano too. So that's the thing. Like, she has been paying him. So I wonder if things will start to dwindle down on that front. Oh my gosh. She has to keep up that facade, because then she knows Christian will tell everybody on Watch What Happens Live, probably, if she ever stiffed him. Or like, I don't think, if she stopped purchasing from him altogether for like a year or two, I feel like he still wouldn't say anything until like maybe 5 years down the road if she stopped working with him. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or what do you guys think? I'm reading at the same time as I'm talking. Max said she probably does not wash her hands. She's probably like Georgia from Next Gen NYC. Okay, we're spending way too much time on this. I'm not even done with this tea. So also on Bravo's Narc side, this post also says, my friend on the board said she was supposed to be chairing the gala and hadn't paid her dues or honored her donations. And they met and discussed that she's been doing this to other charities and threw her off the board. Smiley laughing emoji. I don't know how to describe that one. What are you all thinking? Don't forget to look up my interview with the Bravo Derm, who is the first one to find solid evidence of her being fraudulent in some way, shape, or form, just like I said, all from my witchy instincts. That's all the validation I need. I feel good. I love when I'm right. Okay, let's move on to the next story. Shaw's of Sunset / The Valley, I don't know if we want to call it a spinoff, or just WT, which apparently means working title. I thought it meant white trash, but are you allowed to say that? Is that going to get me canceled? It's okay. I'm half white. I'm allowed to say it. Okay. I saw this on CC Loves You on Instagram. It says the new Shaw show, working title, The Valley, Persian style, is going to be so messy and I can't wait. Because what do you mean Golnessa's ex-husband, Dennis DeSantis, got with Paulina Ben Cohen, Mike's ex, after Gigi and Dennis annulled the marriage after 2 weeks of marriage, where Paulina was also a wedding guest? Can you still keep up? It's going to be messy, I tell you, messy. And on Instagram, when I shared this, I said, and Gigi attacked Paulina in a Target parking lot. That is not true. It wasn't a Target parking lot. It was a mall parking lot. Poor Paulina. I said this before. If you've seen Beauty in Black on Netflix, Paulina is like Kimmy in the first half of Beauty in Black. You're like, oh my God, Kimmy, stop letting these people beat on you all the time. I worry for Paulina. Okay, here we go. This is where I did put in the Bravocon poll results. I asked you all, because Bravo posted that the 3-day ticket sales were sold out. And I asked you all, did you get tickets? 95% of you said no. Only 5% said yes, which is equivalent to 12 votes. I talked to every single one of those people, and not all of them got tickets. I was like, wait, what? They're like, oh, I hit it by accident. But there are some people going, so that's good. And hopefully some of you got some tickets today, because they went up for sale again at 12. Okay, other Bravo news. This is not in our weekly lineup, but I saw this on Bravo by Gaze. Rachel Zoe joining Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for season 15. This is major. Major. I die. When I saw this, I had a whole new feeling for Beverly Hills, because if you've been following along, you probably know that I hate Beverly Hills. It's one of my least favorite franchises of all Real Housewives, but I love Rachel Zoe. I loved her shows, and I'm so excited for her to join. I just feel like this could be a pivotal moment in the Beverly Hills franchise history. Please, I'm hoping. What do you guys think about Rachel Zoe joining? I know somebody was like, oh my God, I love her and Roger. And I didn't want to break it to them that I'm pretty sure they announced that they are separating or have separated already, which is so sad. I hope she talks about it. I hope she tells us everything. I saw on Face Reality 16 on Instagram, she posted who Rachel Zoe follows from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I wanted to include this because it's important. She's following Sutton Strack, Teddy Mellencamp, Bose, and Kathy Hilton. What do we think? Let's see. Oh my gosh, not paid by anyone said, what would do for me is to have them bring Brad Goreski too. That would not only bring first gay couple, but also organic conflict resolution. I'm here for it. Wait, can Brad be a housewife? Is that what you're saying? Brad should be a housewife? Or can Brad be a friend of? I mean, he could be a housewife if that's allowed. I don't know if that's allowed, but Max said, I hope Rachel will tell her whole storyline and not jump in the Kyle bandwagon. Yeah. We need a new Supreme, if you know what I mean. Okay, moving on to more news. Bravo did not stop last week. So I saw this on Queens of Bravo. Monique Samuels returning to Real Housewives of Potomac for season 10. She's excited to show who she is now. Is she divorced from Chris officially? I'm pretty sure they separated, right? They're no longer together, is my understanding. Gosh, I hated how toxic things were when the Monique and Candace thing went down. Because that was my first season watching Potomac. And Ashley walking in, being like, what is happening? That basically sums up my whole experience. My first experience watching Potomac. I was like, what is happening? And not only that, it was pretty wild on screen. But in addition to that, the fighting on Twitter was scary. I did not even dare try to add any commentary. I'm like, this is a lot for social media. Oh, Max said Monique was horrible on Love and Marriage. Yeah, after Potomac, she went and did another reality show, Love and Marriage, I guess. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Princess Francois said, why is Monique returning? She's so annoying to me. I do agree that Monique is kind of annoying, but for me, it's kind of like she's annoying in the right way for Housewives, if that makes sense. What else? I think Max said boo to Monique. Wow, most people don't like Monique. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, let's move on. I want to talk about Candace in a minute. Not right this second, though. So I saw this on Bravo Lowdown. Someone sent this to me. It's a picture of Johnny J and Jesus Jugs, the J alliteration king and queen. Streets are saying Alexis and John called off the wedding. And the caption says, caught texting other women. I wonder if he was texting Shannon, asking her how her new show is. I wonder if he wishes he went on Love Hotel. Did anyone not see this coming? I mean, I actually don't want Jesus Jugs to marry Johnny J, even though Jesus Jugs is insufferable. I still I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Like, she has a very comfortable life, apparently, from what I've read financially. So I don't know why this is happening, but we're going to I'm going to show you all this video that she posted after this came out.
Hey guys, although we are not breaking up like you've heard, we are getting ready for an Alaskan cruise, and I need to know, I've never done a cold weathered cruise before. I've only done the warm cruises. I need to know all of your advice on what to exactly pack. I'm definitely packing a couple beanies, my warm jacket, my snow boots, and we are doing the one excursion. It's the helicopter ride to the glacier, dog sled after that. I need to know what other is the most important excursion we should do on the Alaskan cruise, because we're super excited. It's our wedding, let's say honeymoon kind of cruise, because we probably won't be doing a honeymoon after. We're way too busy after that. But anyway, please give me all your tips. Bye.
Wait a second. This is the first time I'm watching this the whole way through. Why aren't they doing a honeymoon? What's that all about? Also, I'm no body language expert, but from watching this, I get the sense that she doesn't feel very confident. Her energy is giving, I'm trying to fake this right now. Oh my God, Max said they are using Shannon's money. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Johnny J. Do you think he made her do the video? Not paid by anyone. We're thinking the same. Why isn't he with her in the video? Exactly. I'm wondering, like, is he behind the camera with cue cards telling her what to say? Like, she doesn't look happy at all. She looks, I feel bad for her. Jesus jugs a little bit. Okay. Max said he doesn't like to be in the spotlight. Talking about Johnny J. Yeah, he hates the spotlight. Don't look at me. That reminds me of that Tom Sandoval video. Stop filming me. I need a break. I don't want to be on camera. Princess Francois said, must pick one, Johnny J or Earl the Pearl. I would rather be alone. Neither. I really don't like Earl the Pearl. We're going to talk about him too. Also, I'm sorry, I have to go back to this other video that I forgot to play when we're talking about Potomac, because this is the funniest video. I love it.
Out here at DC Pride, World Pride, all the prides. Look who's behind me. Me. We got DNA repping here at the Pride Parade. Oh my God, we're so excited to see y'all. Got all my homegirls up there. Giselle and Grace. Right, the other part of GNA. We're out here having a time. We love love. We love celebrating love. Everybody is here. Act right, have fun, and let's do this damn thing.
There's Monique. And a cardboard cutout of Ashley. Ashley's not there. Only Ashton. There's Stacy and Wendy. So I got this from Bravo Brie on Instagram, and it came off of, these are like Instagram stories. Ashley's cardboard cutout is there, but Ashley's not there because Ashton was representing at Pride. And I really, really need Ashton to make an appearance at Bravocon, because one of my Bravocon goals is to make out with Ashton of pussy. Okay. Oh my gosh, Max. Max said Karen would be there too. Oh man. When is Karen supposed to get out? I'm like, I still can't believe Karen Huger is in jail. Like, why is it so shocking to me? It really shouldn't be. It's just wild. They just took her away. She was yelling, God is with you, Ray. I feel like I was there, thanks to the We Go podcast, who was actually in the courtroom. Okay, let's go back to OC, because there's other news. So this week on Bravo's Love Hotel, or after Bravo's Love Hotel, Shannon Bedore was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy was playing a game. He said, who out of the OC husbands has small dick energy? And Shannon said Eddie. That's an Eddie Judge. So Tamra responded. She wrote Shannon Medore at Shannon Medore and put a clown emoji. She put the definition: small dick energy is a slang term that refers to a lack of confidence and a tendency to act in a petty or insecure way, often with a focus on drawing attention to oneself. It's not directly related to a person's physical attributes, but rather to their demeanor and behavior. Then she wrote, yeah, that totally sounds like at Eddie Judge. You might want to check your pants. And she did like a little giggle emoji. What? This was not. Oh, I saw some Bravo snark side, by the way. Yeah, I feel like it's worse to respond to something like this, right? I don't know. That's me personally. I should have saved this for when we get to Bravo's Love Hotel, but whoopsies. Okay, moving on. I saw this on Bravo by Gaze. Brynn announces she will not be returning to RHONY. Then it's a screenshot of Brynn Whitfield's Instagram story with so much text. I'm not going to read it. I refuse to read it. I got the gist. She's not going to be on RHONY, and I'm okay with it because I don't care about RHONY at all. They have made me dislike it. Like, I don't even care. It could go away and I would be happy. That's how I feel right now. Max said Brynn got fired. I did hear that that's the rumor, which I believe, but I mean, I don't care about this franchise. It sucks. I hate it. Okay, let's move on. So I saw this on Bravo Breaking News. It's from Dumas. The subject is Craig Conover single, ... again already. The message is this just in. On her IG stories, Craig Conover rumored rebound Natalie Buffet. Is that like Phoebe Buffet? And him are already donezo. That's what happens when you try to go from a 3-year relationship to a new relationship in 2 months. I mean, I don't care. Gregory. I do want to see single Gregory on the next season of Southern Charm. Not interested in another like new cast member who's one of these guys' new girlfriends. Like, I'm over that. So, okay, bring it, Gregory. He's a storyteller. Oh my God, Max said Craig can go on Love Hotel. Oh my gosh. That would be insane. I don't want to see girls fighting over Craig Conover. I wouldn't mind seeing Craig Conover fighting other guys for a girl. He does not need women fighting over him. That's not a good idea. He's already a mess. Okay, next up, speaking of Southern Charm, I saw this on Reality Blurb. Southern Charm's Vanita Aspen fuels dating rumors with Carl Radke after leaving flirty comment on his selfie following cozy outing. Okay. I know, like, I did see that there were rumors, or like, it seemed like a setup, to be honest. I don't know who's trying to set up Vanita and Carl, but I just am not that excited for it. If they like truly love each other or wind up loving each other, great. Good for them. Congratulations. But I just don't get that kind of energy. I feel like, I don't know. I actually want to know what other people think about them. I know what I think, and I shouldn't say everything that I'm thinking all the time. Max said Carl needs to focus on soft bar. You mean flaccid bar? I wonder if Carl knows that we call it flaccid bar, because at the Summer House watch party, excuse me, I feel like he saw me and tried to avoid me. Because I was going to go give him something and talk to him, but he, like, you know, you can. I have social intelligence. I saw the social cue. I was like, I don't think he wants to talk to me. It's okay. Not offended. Okay. What else? I saw this on Bravo by Gays as well, I think. Yes. Watch What Happens Live, renewed through 2027 at Bravo. Andy Cohen and NBC Universal extend first look deal through 2028. Yay! Why are we doing 2-year contracts? Is that normal? Do we sign a new contract every 2 years with Watch What Happens Live? Because I don't recall ever seeing this kind of announcement before. Am I missing something? I think it's interesting what they choose to highlight in different media outlets. Okay, we're going to move on to this next exciting bit of news. It's about the Traitors, season 4. Please be better than season 3, because season 3 just was so disappointing. And maybe that's because season 2 was so good. I don't know, but we have our new cast. I have the picture here for anyone who's looking at visuals, or if you're interested, you can come over to YouTube. But I will read the list. I saw this on Variety. I think I actually saw this on The Talk of Shame. Kiki Monique posted this. And we have Donna Kelsey, Travis and Jason Kelsey's mother, is going to be on the Traitors. I'm actually here for that. Lisa Rinna. I never hated Lisa Rinna as much as everyone else because I don't like Beverly Hills, so I don't have any emotional attachment to that franchise. So I actually don't mind her coming on to the Traitors. But I know some people really hear her. Also, she did block me, which is really messed up considering I've never posted about her. I've never said anything negative about her, not even in comments. I've never talked about her until she blocked me. And I was like, what the hell did I do? I literally don't talk about you. I take that as an attack on me. Do you think she'll be at Bravocon? If she's at Bravocon, I'm going to ask her why she blocked me. Anyways, next on the list is Colton Underwood. I don't know who that is. Is that the guy that Kristen Cavallari had the best sex of her life with, the TikToker? Or am I totally off? Someone on TikTok is hearting, so I think I'm right. And Max said not Colton with an angry face. So what's that about? I need to hear what's going on there. Why do you hate Colton? Or why should we? Do we all hate him? We'll find out, I guess. The next person on the list is Dorinda Medley. She's coming back to make it nice. I don't think Dorinda knew what she was doing on season 3. And maybe that's why season 3 was such a flop, because they got rid of Dorinda first. I hope they make Dorinda. I hope she's a traitor. And what if they make her come back? What if they do something similar to what they did with Boston Rob? Like, here, you can bring Dorinda in if you shake her hand, or she can go, and then she comes back as a traitor. That would be too obvious, I feel like. I don't know. I'm excited. Next on the list is Natalie Anderson. I don't know who that is. Ian Terry, no clue. Rob Sesternino, Tiffany Mitchell, don't know. Yamil Yam Yam Arocho, Monet Exchange. Hold on. Near Nothing said something about this. Excited for the new cast of Traitors. Monet Exchange is so exciting, having a sibling of a traitor on. What? Ron Funches is a hilarious comedian. Okay, I love a comedian. If they make him a traitor, that would be a great twist. Thank you, Near Nothing, for that insight. Max said, I think this is about Colton Underwood. No, not him. He was on The Bachelor and on its franchised 3 times and he's gay. What? Hold up. That guy? I like kind of heard about him, but okay, I'm sorry for going back and forth. We're going back to Monet Exchange. Near Nothing said Bob the drag queen's brother. That is awesome. I didn't know that. Monet Exchange is Bob the drag queen's brother. Thank you, Near Nothing. This is why I need y'all on here. Okay, next we have Mark Ballas. It's a whatever. It says Ballas. Portia Williams from Atlanta, who also it was announced that she won her prenup case with Simon. He owes her $40,000 a month in spousal support. And she got the Rolls Royce and something else, but I don't remember. And also, didn't he get deported? Like, what? What is his job? How is he going to pay $40,000 a month? And what if he can't? Do they get arrears? Is there interest on this? Like, what? This is wild. How long? Is this for the rest of her life? They didn't have any children, right? I'm very confused. Why did she win $40,000 a month? That's wild. Anyways, Portia will be good on the Traitors, I think. I kind of want her to be a traitor because I think she would be out of her comfort zone. I don't know. Would she? You guys tell me. What do you think? Yeah, Princess Francois said, wow, not $40K a month. They were only married for a minute. Literally, like, how? I don't understand. I guess this prenup is really what solidified it for her. But now I need to know what's in this prenup. And can we get a template? Just kidding. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, next on the list is Candace Diller Bassett. Yay. You know what? I'm actually more excited that she's going to be on the Traitors versus Potomac. I feel like on Potomac, it's just a toxic environment where, I don't know. I just don't think it's good for Candace, especially as a new mother. Like, I'm happy to see her in an environment where it's competitive, so it's expected that there's going to be competition. Whereas like on Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't expect there to be a competition between the ladies and them fighting, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we got Candace. That's exciting. Eric Nam, Maura Higgins, Johnny Weir. Wait, is Johnny Weir the ice skating guy? Who is that? Johnny Weir. Yeah, that's the ice skating guy, right? Oh my God, he's going to be amazing on this show. And Tara Lipinski, isn't that his partner? Wait a minute, this is not fair. Hold up. There's already an alliance. One of them has to be a traitor, right? Wait, is Tara Lipinski his partner? Or am I thinking she's an ice skater as well, right? I might be getting this wrong. Whatever. They're both ice skaters, I think. So maybe they're not partners. So maybe it's not an alliance. Maybe they don't like each other. This is going to be interesting. Ron Funches, he's a comedian. I think Near Nothing told us that. Rob Roush, Kristen Kish, Stephen Coletti. I feel like I should know who Stephen Coletti is, but I don't. Maybe I do. Michael Rappaport, very controversial person. I personally don't have a problem with him, even though we actually did have a problem on Twitter once. Like we got into it. I didn't mean to. I didn't tag him. I just said, oh, Now I see why people don't like Michael Rappaport. And he was like, shut up, you dumb idiot, or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, Stephen Coletti, thank you. I'm human, not happy over on Instagram. It is Steven. Is that Steven from Laguna Beach? Yeah, I think that's who it is. Where is he? Steven? Which one is he in these pictures? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is him. This is him in the top left, right? That looks like him. It's so weird to see. Oh, on Kristen Cavallari's show, Honestly Cavallari, season 1, episode 2, that we covered last week, she did like a high school reunion, and she looked like, I don't want to shame anyone, but like the rest of her childhood friends look so much older than her. It's not fair. I feel bad saying that, but it's true if you look at it. Wait, Kish is from Top Chef. Oh, Kish is the host. Kristen Kish? Is that her? Okay, so I got this other slide. We have Dorinda, this Kristen Kish person, I think, from Top Chef, and Portia. Did I even mention Caroline Stanberry is going to be on it? I think I stopped at Michael Rappaport. Caroline Stanberry is also going to be on it, who's from Ladies of London and Real Housewives of Dubai. Both shows are gone, but Ladies of London is coming back, whole new cast, and she lives in Dubai, so it doesn't make sense for her to be on Ladies of London. But that should be interesting because we know she's got that British, like, dry sense of humor where they give like backhanded compliments with a smile and a British accent. I love it. So yeah, our Bravo people are Dorinda, this person from Top Chef, I don't want to say the wrong name, Portia, Candace, Lisa Rinna, and Caroline Stanberry. I am a lot happier with this Bravo crew than we've had in the past. So, oh my gosh, Max made a good point. How will Sergio survive without Caroline? Oh my God. Not paid by anyone said, is this announcement official? Yes, it was just posted today by Bravo and Peacock. That's why I was saying, like, oh my gosh, stuff is happening. I couldn't even update all my stuff. Let's see. What else? Near Nothing said Michael Rappaport is going to be the saving vote for all the Bravo Lebs. You know what? I hope he does. He should have some loyalty to the Bravo Lebs because he covers Bravo now, I believe, on his podcast with his wife, right? So he better not let us down. I have faith. Him and I are cool now. Max said Michael Rappaport should be a traitor. I kind of wish that, I'm skipping ahead. Max also said, I'm surprised Sergio is not there. I kind of wish that Sergio was there too. It'd be like Larsa and Marcus. And then imagine if they killed Caroline and Sergio had to stay back. He would lose his mind. That would be good TV. That would be amazing. Oh, it's a bummer that they didn't add him on. Not paid by anyone said, I think Kish will win. She has the best poker face. I'm always here for an Asian to win. Let's go. Okay, let's move on. One last thing I want to mention. Peter Madrigal from Vanderpump Rules and I have been co-hosting Reality News on the Reality Network, and you can go watch that at watch.realitynetwork.tv. I am having so much fun recording with Peter because we're doing this once a week. He's in Greece filming something. I shouldn't say. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but we're not doing an episode next week, but we've done one episode for the last 4 weeks, and we've been recording on Wednesdays, which is the next day after the Valley and the Valley after show airs, and he doesn't watch it, so I get to tell him what they showed us, and his reaction is too funny because if you remember, he came on my podcast before the Valley started. I asked him, what does he think about it? And he said it's going to be garbage. And they printed that in Rolling Stone, People, and Us Weekly. They're like, Peter Madrigal on Bravo and Blaze said it looks like trash or something like that. It was too funny. That is my claim to fame. My earned media was Peter Madrigal saying that Alex Baskin's show is trash. Oh no, not paid by anyone. Said I have been having trouble finding this podcast with Peter. Go to watch.realitynetwork.tv and you should be able to find it there. He cracks me up. Okay. We are going to move on. I want to talk about my gut. I love taking this break to talk about rice mushroom coffee because I get to tell you all about my gas and my belly and my gut. It's so much fun. But I'm literally so happy that I started drinking rice mushroom coffee again before the summer because we all know that nothing kills the vibe faster than feeling bloated when you're trying to relax by the pool or throw on a cute outfit. Rise has become a staple in my morning routine, and since I've been consistent, my gut has been on point. No bloat, nothing. Just smooth mornings and a belly that's not fighting with me all day. Usually when I'm sitting down, I could feel like a roll that's all bloat. But as I'm sitting here right now, I literally don't have that. And I just think that I'm on a good path because I do have a trip planned at the end of August and I need to be looking snatched. I mean, I don't need to, but I want to. And if gut health has been on your mind, then maybe this is your sign. Head to risesuperfoods.com and use code JennyBlaze15 for 15% off. The link's in the show notes. We're going to all look sexy as hell together by the end of the summer. Maybe I should post some before and after pictures. Okay, let's move on. We're finally getting to the Bravo TV lineup. First up, we have Real Housewives of Atlanta. Season 16, episode 14, chapter 2, Renew. The Grenada experience continues as the women going to a oh my God, I can't talk. The Grenada experience continues as a women going to a waterfall experience and a cooking class with some eye candy. The ladies meet the prime minister, but the joyous occasion is met with tension between Shamia and Brit. Kelly opens a can of worms that threatens her relationship with Brit, while Shamia receives a startling call from home that brings all the women together in support. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not like that into Atlanta, so I don't have like a ton to talk about, but I did see this on the Talk of Shame. It says Real Housewives of Atlanta star Brit Edie sues Bravo for $20 million over explicit photo controversy. So don't forget last week we covered, was it last week or maybe the week before? Whenever they had their reunion, Kenya was not on the seating chart and Brit was not on the seating chart. Kenya tweeted and said, she apologized again, said she takes full accountability for her actions, blah, blah, blah. Like, not blah, 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 but like, it was good. And then Brit posts something in her Instagram story saying that she's very disappointed in the show or something. And she made it very clear that the picture that Kenya showed was not her. Okay. And remember, she wasn't there in the room when Kenya showed it. She had already left. So her crying afterwards and everything was because she thought it was her. And I'm sorry, but if somebody said so-and-so showed a picture of me that I got upset about, I would have asked to see the picture first. And I'm not trying to like downplay anything, but like, I just feel like Brit is doing way too much in the wrong places. And I don't understand how she's trying to sue Bravo for photos that are not her. I don't get it. Is she trying to say that the environment was hostile because they made her think that it was her? I just don't get it. Not paid by anyone said Bravo gambled on the wrong chick. Yeah, I think so. Max said Bravo didn't do a thorough investigation. Ooh, question mark. It's like, call out Bravo's investigation. Because, yeah, they said they did a thorough investigation. I don't know about that. Not paid by anyone said, how can you get upset about something you haven't seen? I don't know. Max said, Brit is out of control. That ending topless. No, okay. The scariest part for me out of all of Brit's behavior so far was when they were all huddled around Shamia and Brit gets in there and she's like, you're our sister. We love you. And she's like going hard on just trying to make Shamia feel better. But like, I feel like she was already starting to feel better. They were already around her, making her feel better. And then Brit just like went in there and put on this huge performance. I literally thought she was going to start speaking in tongue. I was scared. It reminded me of sometimes when I've seen people praying at church and them like getting really into it. I have never done that. I've never done that, but I've seen other people do it. And I'm like, oh my God, is it happening right now? Oh my gosh. Not paid by anyone said she made it about herself. I have never seen someone be supportive in an aggressive way. Yeah, it was a lot. Not paid by anyone said, I think she found herself on an island extremely unlikable by the fans and at odds with all cast. Yeah, something's not right there. Oh, this is funny. Okay, let me make this bigger. I saw this on Reality Wives. Okay, I saw this on Reality Wives, and the headline says, Real Housewives of Atlanta husband Ralph Pittman releases receipts of Drew Sidora's affair with Atlanta's only lesbian, Tai Young. And there's a picture of Drew and Ralph, and Ralph's tweet says, I advise Drew to stop lying and speaking negatively about my character, integrity, and or discrediting my name. This bad guy storyline was successfully used every season, and now it's time to say goodbye. I wrote, Ralph is always doing the most, except trying to find a new place to live and move on with his life. And I don't care if Drew cheated on Ralph. If she did, good. I'll allow it on this one account. I will make an exception. Judge Jenny rules. Okay, let's move on from Ralph. You make me want a Ralph. Okay. Bravo's Love Hotel. This show is so funny. Season 1, episode 7, The Spa Before the Storm. With only a few days left before checkout time, the housewives' romantic connections are put to the test. Giselle is surprised by new discoveries about Phil, but is undeniably intrigued by Theo. Wale puts the pressure on Ashley to decide between him and Ralph. Luann ponders what a future with James looks like, despite the group warning her of his red flags. And Earl feels slighted by Shannon when a natural disaster hits close to home. Earl. Can't stand Earl. Okay. So the first scene, we get Shannon incredibly upset. We've seen this Shannon before. She's crying. All the ladies come in and they're like, what's going on? They show Shannon's text to Earl the night before because she went out. He said he didn't want to go out because a hurricane was like headed towards his second home. But then he said it switched directions and his house was fine. So Shannon went out and he just stayed in. Shannon, tipsy or whatever, is on her way back and texts him, sweetie, I'm super sweaty and want to see you. Please come to my room. If I'm not there, just go in. We'll be home soon, exclamation point, exclamation point. If you don't wake up, I will come to your door, exclamation point. All the girls here, so it's a bit crazy. A bit of miss you. I think it's but I miss you and want to see you. And we only have 2 more nights, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Oh my God, Shannon. This is why Shannon has to do group dating. Her saying I'm super sweaty, unless like her and Earl have this like weird sweat kink that they've talked about privately already. Like, this is totally something Shannon Storms Bedore would do. It's on par with saying her teeth are dead. I feel like she almost tries to repel men sometimes. And we love it because like it makes her relatable. And I love that about Shannon. I don't want her to change that, but I do feel like she needs to reel it back a little bit when she's dating. Like, you don't have to say I'm super sweaty. You don't have to tell guys that your teeth are dead. They don't need to know this. Not on the first time that you're meeting at the Bravo Love Hotel. Let's move on. Okay, this is where I start getting annoyed, as you can see from my tweet. Another tragedy for soggy, wet blanket Earl. This man, I've never seen anyone whose love language is trauma. He loves a trauma bond, and it's too much. I can't take it the way he started off with the trauma of losing his wife. Then he goes into the trauma of losing his relationship with his stepson. Then he goes into having trauma over the potential of his second home getting hit by a hurricane. I mean, Earl, get your life together. Like, what the hell is going on? This is not the place to trauma bond. What is he doing? Max said Earl should have been voted out. Seriously, I would have got rid of him the first day. First day. And if not the first day, the second day. Like every single day, there's more reasons to get rid of him. And every single day, Shannon's like, I pick Earl. Oh my God. It's enough already. And then we see a shot of James and Luann kissing. Luann, you horny beast. I have to kick her out of here. Luann, enough with James. He's kind of psychotic. And I'm glad that other guy showed up. I don't even know who he is or what his name is, but he's like, I don't like the way that James handles you. Or I don't know what he said. He probably said something like really inappropriate, but I got what he was saying. He's like, I would punch him if you were my girlfriend. I was like, oh my God. But for some reason, Luann keeps going with James, and I really don't want to see them kiss. Like, it was gross to me. I don't want to see it. Mitch. Okay, the guy's name is Mitch, apparently, and he wants to punch James. I was trying. I mean, he didn't have to go that far. He didn't have to say, I want to punch him. He could have been like, yeah, I would have checked you a long time ago. He could have been more smooth with it, you know, have a little bit of swagger, like played it a little more cool. He didn't, which is great for us. We also see Shannon at one point telling Earl that she's STD free. Girl. There's other ways to say that. And also, I'm pretty sure older people have, like, the studies and statistics show that older people have more STDs. So stay away. I don't know. Just wrap it up. Use protection, Shannon. So yeah, Earl flips out on Shannon, which we know Shannon can be dramatic. Maybe it wasn't as bad, but also Earl is super dramatic and I'm over him, as you all know, and I couldn't help it any longer. I just had to tweet like, I'm sorry, but Earl is a bitch. He is. Enough already. He's like a old baby. I can't take it. Why is Shannon picking him? It's so weird. And this whole big blowout happened right after she invited him to move in with her at the Love Hotel. I can't. Oh, and because after Shannon left, she went out. Apparently, the hurricane switched directions and went straight for his first home. Shannon's like, I didn't know. Which, by the way, I do feel like if you're at Bravo's Love Hotel and like you just asked a guy to move in with you, you probably should stay back with him that first night. So I don't know why Shannon went out to begin with, but whatever. I don't think Earl, I don't think the way Earl behaved is warranted because Shannon didn't stay with him. Like, he could have just been like, I don't think this is going to work out. And I'm really upset right now about my house. But also, like, I don't want to hear about that. Oh my God. I don't want to hear about Earl's problems on Bravo's Love Hotel. I'm sorry. He wants his own show, I feel like. And again, here's another tweet. I said, Earl has had 3 trauma bond incidents with Shannon since this show started. We're done here. The guy, he left her. He moved out. Why is she even talking about him? But then we see the last scene. Earl is still there. What the? So they have those moments where they're like, okay, Joel comes in and he's like, ladies, you have to choose. I could not believe that Earl, after all that, was sitting there in front of Joel. Like, what are you doing here, Earl? Why are you moved out? You had this thing with Shannon. It seems like it's over. Why the fuck are you still here? It's so nuts. Not paid by anyone said, honestly, I think Earl is perfect for Shannon. No, they are like the same person, but not paid by anyone said both are messes and dramatic. No, seriously, it's so nuts. They're crazy. Not paid by anyone said, why is Joel there? I don't know. He tells them they have to kick people out. he's the maitre d', it feels like. He's the Pepsi of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Princess Francois said, literally, they are the same people. He is such a bitch. Oh my God, I can't stand him. Okay, let's move on to Below Deck with Captain Kerry. I was getting so frustrated. We're only on episode 2. So this is season 12, episode 2, Bollywood Nights. As Chef Lauren struggles in the galley, Captain Kerry contemplates making a new hire. The deck team tries to find their footing under, how do you say his name? I want to say Chow, but it's like they call him Kyle. What do they call him? I don't know. Anyways, the deck team tries to find their footing under the bosun's scattered leadership. The interior feels the strain of Soline's lack of experience, and a love triangle blossoms on the crew's first night out. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let's see. So yeah, I don't remember the French chef from the other season who got fired. Like I must have been checked out, but apparently he's coming back because the born again Christian chef that we got, he can't handle it. He's like, you got to find a new chef. He's flipping out. He's not cool, which actually makes me nervous for the new chef. Like if this very experienced chef can't handle it, why do we think the chef who got fired last season is going to be able to handle it? Like what? And the born again Christian chefy, his food looks so good. It made me want to get a snack. This is why I can't watch Top Chef, because I cannot be snacking at 9 p.m. on a Thursday night. But also I struggle with Below Deck as well, because the chef is usually putting out really delicious looking food and I'm hungry. I want to eat. So I have to like check myself when watching Below Deck. So yeah, remember the trailer that we got for this season was nonstop hookups, like this person, this, everyone's hooking up. So I'm very pumped up. I'm ready for it. Like, bring on the orgies. What's going on? I tweeted, I don't care about this rated G charter. They had little kids on board too, so it has to be rated G, right? I need to see boatman's debauchery. Please. Captain Kerry saw my tweet. Like I know that he goes on Twitter and live tweets sometimes, but I don't expect any interaction. But he liked my tweet where I said that, and I posted that. I was like, "Oops, Captain Kerry saw my tweet." He replied. He did a quote tweet. He's just as silly as me. He did a little gif of Jim Carrey like peeking over the wall. I love that about Captain Kerry. He's so funny. Okay. This bridge, we've seen videos in the past of major crashes on this bridge. We're going to have to see them go through this tiny bridge many times this season, and it is scaring me. I feel like they don't hit it based on the trailer, because like if they hit it, I feel like we would have known. Like if it was big news, we would have heard about it during filming. But also because we've seen the trailer and there hasn't been anything like that, I just get this feeling like they're not going to hit it. So let's hope at least. Okay. Because I just like this one scene really, I got hyper focused on it. At dinner, we have Fraser and Damo. Is he the bosun or he's a deckhand, right? They're talking. Fraser's like, oh, who do you like? Blah, blah, blah. And Fraser's like, you only have two options, meaning like two single girls or whatever. And Damo goes, or maybe you, or with you, if your relationship is not like serious or something like that. And in that moment, I was like, I felt like Damo was being serious, but then the way Fraser reacted to it, I was like, wait, Fraser seems to be taking it as if it's a joke. And if that's the case, does Fraser feel like Damo is baiting him? And it's Pride Month, okay? So we cannot let this go. I needed to do a poll. I'm like, I'm confused here. I don't know if he's being serious or if he's baiting. So I did a poll on Instagram. 59% of people said that Damo is baiting. That was like kind of shocking to me. I was hoping that more people were going to say that he was serious. Only 11% thought he was serious, and 30% said they don't know. So I don't know either, but I asked on Twitter, and 41% of you think that he was baiting. 38% think he was serious, and 21% said, I don't know. We need to find out, right? Is Damo baiting, or is he going to try to hook up with Fraser? We need to know these things. Important. Dorinda Medley energy. Important. Okay, let's move on to the Valley. The Valley season 2, episode 9, When One Door Forecloses. Kristen and Luke's housewarming takes a turn when a guest arrives with a surprising connection to Michelle's new boyfriend, Aaron. Brittany prepares for Jax's return by meeting with a divorce attorney. Jasmine and Melissa try to mend things with Jason and Janet. When the group renames Jax's bar Brit's for the night, Danny is accused of overindulging again. Oh, the Valley, such mess. I have said this many times before. I'll say it again. I don't need to see any clips of Jax Taylor from rehab. Oh my God. Sorry, my phone just rang. I need to put a do not disturb or something. Who's Aaron, Max said? Aaron is Michelle's boyfriend. And he allegedly, this is so annoying. I don't even want to like really give it any energy because I feel like Jesse is doing everything in his power. He's putting all his energy into trying to prove that Michelle cheated on him or something. And he's putting energy into trying to sabotage Michelle and Aaron's relationship by asking Jenna Willis, who has been a longtime friend of the people from the Valley and Vanderpump Rules. She's been on episodes here and there in the past, like in the background, but not paid by anyone, said, was that Jax calling? He's watching us. He can hear everything we say. Actually, wait, is he? Let me see. He stopped following me, so okay, I don't see him on here. Yeah, so Jenna Willis allegedly dated Aaron at some point, and Jesse is trying to make it seem like Aaron was cheating on Michelle when Michelle was cheating on Jesse, and like, just enough, Jesse. Just get a lawyer and end this marriage already. I'm sick of it, and I'm not even living it. Good news, though. Us Weekly posted the Valley's Nia Sanchez gives birth, welcomes baby number 4 with Danny, Darkside Danny Bucco. They're so cute. I am so happy for them. This also means that Kristen Doty should be expecting soon. And I actually think I saw a picture of her and Luke in the hospital. So we probably should be expecting news on that front as well in the near future. Okay, this is from, where did I see this? Entertainment. I forgot where I got this. Us Weekly People. One of those places. So it says Jax acts. The Valley villain Jax Taylor cancels entire podcast tour after he's dropped from select venues due to backlash. In the wake of public outrage over his behavior toward his estranged wife and child, Jax is taking another big career hit. Oh boy. The comments on this post were not good. Not good for Jax Taylor. People were tagging Bravo, saying he should be fired. I don't love that Alex Baskin keeps giving him more screen time. Like, why does Jax need to send in videos from this quote unquote rehab? Is it even rehab? Why does he get to go home every day? This is weird. This sounds like not a rehab. Also, in news, the U.S. Sun posted all these pictures of Britney in a bathing suit at the beach, and they wrote, the Valley star Britney Cartwright shredded her stuff in unfiltered new photos from a beach in Miami. Why are they reporting on this? I thought this was so weird. I do have a theory, though, that because the Sports Illustrated fashion show they did, remember Britney was like the only one wearing a dress. I feel like Cupshe dropped the ball somehow, didn't have what Britney was supposed to wear on the runway, and this is their way of like getting coverage. I don't know. Why did they do this? Does anyone know? I've never seen a Bravo leb on the beach getting paparazzi pics. What is going on here? Near Nothing said, I hope Jax gets a job in construction or something. That fool needs an occupation with a scheduled lunch and time card. I think that's true. Just Kelly said, I cannot wait for baby Mariposa to make an appearance. I was going to say Mariposa, but I didn't want to be like, I don't like that. Near Nothing said, Nia and Danny, when they think no one is listening, kind of give me a Dom, Nia, sub Danny vibe. Interesting. You know what? I agree with you. I kind of sense that too. I could see it. Oh boy, everyone buckle up. I saw this on @_Sir Rules on Instagram, and they got this from a tweet from TV Deets. And I said, this better not be true. They tweeted, Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval are reportedly being considered for the Valley Season 3. Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz have been interviewed by production, sources tell OK Magazine, confirming that Bravo is looking at changing the cast ahead of the new season. What? I didn't even read the rest of it, but why are we interviewing Tom Sandoval for the Valley? And Tom Schwartz. Actually, you know what? Oh, God. I feel like they're going to have Tom Schwartz be a character because Jax is living next to Schwartz, and they're going to try to keep Jax on, but they really should not keep Jax on. We don't want that. I don't. Near Nothing said, no one needs the Toms. Go to therapy already. You hear that, Toms? Yeah. Do you hear that, Toms? Sorry, jump scare for anyone who's watching. I just held up the Tom Sandoval cardboard cutout. What else? Oh, I saw this on Bravo Buds. Tom Sandoval is auditioning for America's Got Talent to air June 24th. Credit to Reddit was Tom Sandoval on America's Got Talent. America's Got Talent Season 20, Episode 5, full cast and crew. A Kentucky truck driver is far from home as he braves the America's Got Talent stage. A roller skating aerial act from Simon's past attempts to earn his respect. Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval auditions to show the world a different side of him. A different side of him? We already have seen this side, and we already told him what we think. I think this is a setup. I think it's a gig. I think he's getting paid to not move on, like just to pretend try out. Right? Just Kelly said, Jax needs to go, but we don't need Jax adjacent replacements on the Valley. Come on, Bravo, do better. I agree. Okay, I brought back the poll. I skipped a couple weeks, but in the beginning of the season, I started asking every week, who do you like better? Jesse, Michelle, both, or neither? And in the beginning when I was doing this, people were leaning more towards Jesse than Michelle. And I was like, no, I have to change these results. It's my goal. And the most recent poll on Instagram said that 16% of people like Jesse better, 35% like Michelle better. You're welcome. 2% said both. Oh my God. My alerts are blowing up. 40% or 47% said neither. Oh my God, my alerts. Okay. So I think I'm satisfied with these Instagram poll results, but wait, did I miss? Where's the other poll? Did I miss it? Oh, shoot. I forgot to include it. There was another screenshot of the poll from Twitter and Jesse was winning. And we got to change that because I'm telling you, this guy is bad news. He's a covert type of abuser. We don't see it. Just people passing by, we're not going to see it unless we dig deep because he plays at a different level. Jax can't control himself. He's just blatantly abusive. Jesse is better at hiding it, and he does it in different ways, like through financial abuse, through not getting a lawyer because he's just going to drag this divorce out. Like, it's over, dude. Why are you trying to figure out a timeline of when Michelle may or may not have cheated? No one cares. I don't care. I hope she did. The only other time. Judge Jenny rules. Michelle's allowed. I'll allow it. Okay. So here we go into our tweets. I'm all right. Everything is all right. I really hate the theme song so much, and I disagree. Nothing is all right. It's a shit show. And again, I said, I don't care if Michelle cheated on Jesse. And I love this gif where she says, "You're an effing drunk." He is. He sucks. Kristen Doty, she pulled through. She's wearing a James May t-shirt that says petty. And they're helping Brittany clean out Jax's stuff. Brittany is done. Finally, the flip has switched. We've been waiting for years for this. Years. And we're finally witnessing it. And Kristen's like, they're throwing all his stuff in garbage bags. Kristen's like, no, separate the shoes, put one in this bag, one in the other bag. And I just live for her pettiness. I wrote, I love Kristen separating Jax's shoes while wearing a t-shirt that says petty. And Queen Kristen reposted it. So we love her. You're Nothing said, the shoe separation is why Kristen will always win. Yep. Petty with a purpose. We love it. Okay, I still need this question answered. Who is forcing Jax on us? Is it Bravo? Is it Alex Baskin? Who is doing it? Some people are saying producer Jerry, aka Jeremiah. Who is doing this to us? Wait, did I put the... I forgot the other screenshot there. So somebody sent me Alex Baskin on, shoot, what was it? Lady King? I don't know what the podcast was, but they showed me the transcript where he was saying, yeah, well, you know, this is a part of Brittany's life and we got to show what's going on in her real life. And I agree with that to a certain extent because yeah, we should show that, but we don't need to show Jax sending in videos of himself talking and trying to convince everyone that he's not a lunatic from fake rehab. I'm not interested. I don't care. I mentally check out completely. So who's doing it? Is it Alex? Is it Jeremiah? Who do we need to talk to? Also, on the after show, Brittany, I kind of love how she's just letting it all out finally. She's finally ratting out Jax Taylor and all this shit he's done. Apparently, the IRS took $100,000 out of Brittany's account, like her checking account, to pay off Jax's taxes because they're married. I know that's like legal. That is the law. Like that's how it works. But you better believe that is grounds for divorce. What? He shouldn't have that much that needs to be taken out. So he's awful. Awful partner. Who does that? This is, makes me sick. I think, was it Brock? I don't know who said it on the after show, but they were like talking to Schwartz and said, oh, you and Jax can have a bar. Schwartz and Jaxies. I was dying. Can you imagine? Yikes, that's the last thing we need. Okay, also on the after show, Brittany tells the story about how Jax Taylor faked a heart attack in rehab. And I did a poll. I said, do you believe Jax would fake a heart attack? And 97% think he would. And yeah, I do think he would as well. Just to get an idea of what that actually means. 416 people said yes. And I'm pretty sure the actual number, if we took a poll of everyone and we forced them to answer, it would be a lot more than 416. But this says a lot. Out of the 787 people who saw this, 416 said yes. Yikes, Jax. That is very telling of who Jax Taylor is. I believe it. Okay, what else? Anything else on the Valley? Here, Jess Kelly said, hearing that Brittany took on Jax's tax debt, I have no words. Yeah, and he acts like giving her the house is like him doing her a favor. No, he's bailing on his debt, on his tax debt that got rolled into their mortgage on their house, which used to be $8,000 a month. Still a lot of money for a mortgage, but now we've heard $17,000 and $18,000 a month. And he didn't pay for a couple months, like 3 months. So 18 times 3, that's a lot. It's like 1 month at Lisa Hochstein's. Which I'll get to soon. All right, let's move on to Next Gen NYC. There's actually a lot to talk about with these guys. Oh boy. We're only on episode 2. That's a funny thing. Okay, Next Gen NYC, season 1, episode 2. What happens in Brooklyn? Ariana and Riley connect after a decade apart. Charlie struggles to hide his irritation as a Brooklyn night out shifts from cocktails to chaos. Brooks and Gia update their moms, Meredith and Teresa, on brewing drama. DJ Meredith Marks, aka DJ Meredith Marla Marks, made a cameo on her show and I loved it. I'm going to skip that. So, okay, there's a lot of outside news. I'm not even going to get into the episode right away, but this is from page 6. Ariana Bierman, Mom Kim Zolciak bought me pricey Christmas gifts using my own money. I believe this. It's so bad. Reality Blurb posted, Ariana Bierman says her siblings are experiencing behavioral issues and need therapy, as she also accuses dad Croy of hacking mom Kim Zolciak's phones. I still blame Kim, is my personal opinion. And if he did hack her phones, I feel like he was trying to get evidence of her shenanigans because I feel like she is the main root of the issue. I don't know this full Twitter account. It looks like the Real Housewives of Atlanta, maybe. It says, and I also saw this on nurse_wig_potato_healer. Says Kim Zolciak is facing one of the most personal and damning scandals of her career as her estranged father, Joseph Zolciak, has come forward with explosive claims accusing the reality star of what he calls professional fraud. According to exclusive sources close to the family, Joseph alleges that Kim secretly borrowed $100,000 of her parents' hard-earned retirement savings in early 2022 under the pretense of urgent financial need, only to vanish completely and cut off all contact without repaying a single cent. This is all just in the last week, okay? The Real Housewives Zone. The headline is Kim Zolciak and ex Croy Bierman forced to move out of Atlanta mansion by U.S. Marshals after losing home to foreclosure. Honestly, thank God, kind of, because they need to not live together anymore. Like, it's insane that they still live together. Completely insane. Okay, so that is just one of the kids on Next Gen NYC. That's the news around that kid. The next kid, I forgot her name, but it's Damon Dash's daughter. Apparently, I saw this on Baller Alert. Damon Dash loses everything. Judge orders seizure of his entertainment empire. Excuse me? This makes me look at the show totally different because the first 2 episodes I was watching thinking, this guy is on here like a lot. Is he like a helicopter parent and he feels like his daughter can't handle being on a reality show by herself? Or is he making these appearances because he wants some spotlight? I don't know anymore. And this is bizarre. Okay. So that's one thing. The other thing, I see this on Reality Blurb. Next Gen NYC star Ava Dash is evicted from her $10K a month apartment after her dad, Damon Dash, admits hard economic times or whatever. This is wild. We're only on episode 2. Wait, going back to Kim, Near Nothing said, Kim is really showing her kids that money can ruin relationships no matter how thick the blood is. I hope all of her kids turn out okay. I know, I worry about all the kids. Near Nothing said, glad Ava never went into business with her dad because she might have been on the hook for his mess too. What is the mess? Why? How did he lose everything? And then also her mom is Rachel Roy, which someone told me is Becky with the good hair, aka the woman who hooked up with Jay-Z when he was married to Beyonce. This is alleged. I don't know if that's true. Like, I'm just repeating what I heard. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Okay, let's go into this episode. Georgia really annoys me. She's giving dirty Bronwyn energy, like she has poo on her. She doesn't like to wash her hands, and she even is against it. She like doubled down, tripled down on the first episode. Then second episode, she's still talking smack, like, you got a problem with this? Like she's hard or something, right? But then when it comes down to it and she goes to Brooklyn and sees everyone, she hugs Riley and is like, I was inspired by you. I washed my hands. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the game she's playing, because then also Ariana comes in and mentions the hands or whatever, because yeah, they are talking about it. I'm talking about it. Who wouldn't talk about it? That's disgusting, Georgia. I blame you, Georgia, for New York City getting hit by COVID the hardest. Oh my gosh. Near Nothing said Georgia probably doesn't wash her legs in the shower. I don't wash my legs in the shower sometimes. Like, why? The soap is going down. No, I get it. I do sometimes, but like, we need to cut corners. Nobody's touching my legs anyways. Just Kelly said, so we've gone from a husband financially abusing his wife to parents financially abusing their children. Thank God we have Love Island. At least we can enjoy watching those beautiful disasters. I don't watch Love Island, so I can't speak to that. But yeah, this show is like giving us insight into what it's like to be a Nepo baby. I'm loving it. And I love this new song I found. It goes, what? It's like everybody hates me because I'm a Nepo baby. And I'm like, leave me alone. God damn. Leave me alone. I don't know. It's so funny. It's called Nepo Baby. Look it up. Oh, we finally learned more about Dylan. So before this episode aired, between episode 1 and 2, I found out that Dylan had a very public romantic relationship with his boyfriend in the past. And I knew nothing about his sexuality at the time. And I don't know, like, that's fine. But then turns out I heard right after that, yeah, and his are all over the internet. And I was like, what? Then I watched the episode and they're like, yeah, he does OnlyFans. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense with the but yeah, I am a little intrigued by Dylan. Like, I want to learn more about him. I want to learn about how he was raised and his personality. I don't know. He's interesting to me. Charlie, not that interested. He's got a chip on his shoulder. Something is weird about him. Like, his jealousy over the housewife kids is funny to me. Like, no, I'm the best Nepo baby, not them. It's just so weird. Episode 2 made me love Hudson. I already was getting a good feeling about him in episode 1, but episode 2, like, I think solidified it for me. Not only Ariana clearly has money or like some kind of financial trauma from her mother. And because of that, she's like very safe with her money, and her and Hudson want to start this clothing line as like an investment and so that they can make more money. And she was like, well, I don't want to, like, this is our thing. And he's like, no, this is yours. Like, he like doesn't even care. She's like, no, but I don't want to like just have this. This is like us. And he's like, you can own 51%. I'll own 49%. And I just love, he's so sweet. He's like, I just want you to feel safe. And I love that. This makes me sad because he's so young and he knows how to treat a woman. And we got like Jax Taylor and Jesse Lowry, 45-something-year-old men who are robbing from their wives. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. Ugh. But I love Hudson. He's so sweet. And he made fun of Charlie's corduroys. I love those type of petty digs. Like, yes, bring it, Hudson. Call out his corduroys. He goes, you want to go? You want to fight in your corduroys? Oh my gosh. Near Nothing said, glad Ariana took on a regular job on top of doing this show. Wish nothing but the best for her. Yeah, I saw I think it might have been Betches or something. They posted like the year is 2028. Ariana Bierman is running for president. And like, yes, I'm here for that. I love Ariana. She came out of nowhere for me. I was not expecting this. Like, I love her so much right now. It's only been 2 episodes. This is why I was like, oh, hell no, Charlie. Charlie started talking smack about Ariana's mother, Kim, before Ariana arrived in Brooklyn at this little outing. And I was like, I gasped. I was like, oh. And while we sit here and talk shit about Kim, but like, we're not hanging out with Ariana. And I was just thought, like, that is low, right? If you're about to hang out with someone new, first of all, he's already hating on her because she's the daughter of a housewife. He's like, there's like Nepo baby niches where they hate each other, I guess. And he's so jealous of the housewife kids. He's like, not another one. And he's so upset that she knows about Georgia not washing her hands because that's his friend. I'm just like, ugh, this kid is not it. I am not liking Charlie. We can talk about Kim. You can't. Right? Oh my gosh. And I just said, I feel like Charlie is trying to be a villain. I feel like he's set out to be a villain. That was his goal. Also, I was really, really pissed off when Georgia said that Riley was scary. Like, are you kidding me? That's like saying a marshmallow is scary. A cloud is scary. Like, what? Riley Burris? She barely talks. She has no emotion. She's almost boring. Like, how are you going to say that Riley is scary? And if that's the case, why are you talking so much smack beforehand and then being fake to her face and then getting all upset and running your mouth? She is the type of New Yorker I do not like. Not paid by anyone, said he is a fan. Yep, I agree. I think Charlie is a fan. And Ariana's so cute. So I guess Charlie's 29, but I swear to God, she may have said 29 at the end. I heard her say, what are you, like 25? Aren't you supposed to be an elder? And I just like could not stop laughing. I love her. She's so cute. Okay, I am actually running out of time. I only have 10 more minutes before I have to do something. So I think I might skip Summer House because I really hated that under the covers crap. And I'm just going to real quick talk about how Lexi quit. I talked about this on my bonus episode with Erika from Bravo T with a stay-at-home mom. And I did change my mind when I first saw Lexi's announcement. I was like, oh my God, they're pushing her out. But I'm like, Lexi deserves another season. But after talking to Erika, when she read it, it sounds like Lexi is the one who's walking away. So if that's the case, then I feel a little bit better. I'll read what she said. She wrote, well, ... That wasn't the summer I signed up for, but it definitely taught me a lot. I stood up for women and for what's right, even when it wasn't easy, and I'd do that again in a heartbeat. I'm leaving Summer House with no regrets. Well, ... maybe one, wink emoji. I'm proud of the way I handled myself, proud of what I walked away from, and even prouder of what I'm walking toward. Big things are coming. Stay tuned. Allegedly, she's got like a lingerie line coming out or something. I can totally see that happening. So good for her. News around Paige and Amanda. And I saw this on Bravo by Gaze. They both had the launch of their clothing lines or whatever on June 10th. Paige dropped Daphne. Amanda dropped her collection at South Moon Under. And I need to check out her big boob bathing suits because I need to make sure that they are legit. Also, I talked about this on my episode with Erika from Bravo T with a stay-at-home mom. There is somebody out there who is claiming that Daphne may have been inspired by their pajama line. So we need to hear more about that. And we may soon. I'm going to just walk through. They ended Summer House with Jesse Solomon singing a song. And I was like, why are we doing this? I'm just so sick of it. But let's talk about the Real Housewives of Miami real quick. We had our season, 7 premiere? Oh, and they had a marathon of old seasons running on Bravo before the premiere. And I didn't realize in an old season, remember when Adriana like hurt her foot and everyone got mad at her because she like compared her foot injury to like Frankie or whatever. And I think it was Julia's 50th birthday. Dr. Nicole had to get 2 separate tables because they wouldn't like talk to each other. Anyways, they showed the suite that they were in. It's the same suite that Shep was in the Bahamas when he got dumped by Sienna. I love a crossover. Oh my gosh, I was dying. I love reliving Shep getting dumped in the Bahamas. Okay, but let's quickly talk about the premiere. So we see that Todd and Alexia have broken up. I mean, I don't even know how to talk about their relationship right now because allegedly they're still together even though they're divorced. And I don't know. There's speculations that it has to do with money. I don't know. Watching Alexia talk to Teresa, though, on the phone about it, I don't know why it made me giggle when Teresa's like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, this is so weird. Lisa and Larsa are fighting because Lisa has not cut off all ties with Marcus. And wait, is this the end? What is going on? Oh my gosh, maybe I have too many slides or something. But all right, I lost it all. Let me go back. So yeah, Larsa talks to Lisa in this text message like they are children. She's like, you're gonna go hang out with Marcus? Well, then I'm gonna go hang out with Lenny and Katerina or something. And Lisa's not having it. She has a party for Jody. Larsa comes. She tries to kick out Larsa because Larsa's like, yeah, don't forget about your friends. And, some of us aren't doing good. And I really do think Larsa is kind of going through it with her breakup with Marcus. And the texts from Marcus were really gross. He was saying like, what did he say? He was like, I don't care about you. We're at war now. Like, just like really inappropriate things. And I'm like, oh, snap. This is crazy. What else happened? Julia and Martina are mad at Gertie for like, I don't even understand. Also, I may have to do a continuation of this or a bonus episode because I don't have enough time to talk about all of this. But essentially, people were speculating that Jody and his friends were going to do a little bit of, I don't know how to call or what to refer to it as, booger sugar during Jody's party. And they're like, hey, where's the AC? And he goes, AC's in my room. And then they have, like, the way they edited it, they made it seem like he was doing something else. And so Lisa put out a statement. Jody put out a statement denying it. It's just a big mess. Also, Dr. Nicole jumped in on some of the back and forth between Gertie and Julia. Gertie posted the text exchange between Julia and Gertie after that incident where she was saying that Gertie like dropped off the phone call when Julia was trying to break the news to everyone. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about it more next time because we are so out of time, which is a major bummer. But I want to thank you all for being here. I'm sorry we have to cut this off. Darn it. And did I have too many slides? Like, what the hell was that? We ran out. I definitely have more slides. So maybe we need to start doing 2 episodes a week. What do you all think? You need to let me know in the comments. If you're here in the live stream, drop it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, drop it in the comments. Or if you're listening to the podcast, you can always shoot me an email at bravoandblaze@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram. I guess this is a wrap. If you vibed with today's episode, learned something new, or just love a little shade with your commentary, hit subscribe on YouTube, drop a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify, and definitely share this with your Bravo group chat. If you want more behind the scenes tea and unfiltered bonus content, join patreon.com/bravoandblaze. Grab your signature Bravo and Blaze lighter at bravoandblaze.com. Sign up for our newsletter. Don't miss a drop, a deal, or a meltdown. Go sign up at bravoandblaze.com and follow Bravo and Blaze on IG, TikTok, Threads, Twitter, X, Facebook. The mess continues all week long. And one last reminder, don't forget to check out Rise Mushroom Coffee and use code JennyBlaze15 for 15% off at risesuperfoods.com. Until next time, stay bold, stay messy, stay lit. Mwah, love you all.